Alright, this is going to be a review here of the Adams Polishes Headlight Restoration Kit. I've actually used it a few times now. This is going to be my fourth headlight. Figure I'd just do a quick review on it, just because it works really well. This is the best kit I've personally purchased and tried out, so like I said, just thought I'd show the steps and go through that really quick. So this is everything that you really need. You do need a drill as well, which I have up front, but mask around the headlight. You've got microfiber pads, which obviously this is the used one. I haven't even had to use this one yet, but this is the most aggressive. You want to start with this. It's more aggressive. I mean, besides it being microfiber, it's also got a real thin padding, whereas your normal pads, you got a lot more, so it's just got a lot more give. But you want to use, they have a color coordinated system, so their heavy correcting compound is what you'll use for these two pads. Obviously blue for the blue pad, and then the white is the finishing polish, and that's going to be used with the white pad. And I have everything out. Like I said, I've already opened this, I've already used this a few times, but everything does come nicely packaged in there. You get 2 microfiber towels, you get the backing plate for a drill. It should fit pretty much any drill. And then you got instructions if you want those. But anyways, the steps. So mask off. You want to make sure the headlights are clean. You can spray it down with detail spray beforehand, but as long as you make sure they're clean, that should be good enough. If not, use the detail spray or even an all-purpose cleaner or degreaser or anything to just kind of clean it up. Then you want to start with the microfiber pad. Then you got the more aggressive compounding pad, and then you got the polishing pad. So, and then when it's all done, just wipe it all down with the detail spray and one of the microfiber cloths, and that's pretty much the steps. But I've actually already done one light on this Prius here. Figured I'd show you the before and after beforehand. So this is the one I haven't done yet. You can see all the haziness in there. And then the one that I just finished is right here. So you can tell all haziness is gone. The only kind of imperfections there are, if you look closely, I think the camera will pick it up, but little rock chips in places, which not much you can do about that. No kit's really going to help you out with that. So, like I said, it works really well. This is the second set of headlights that I've done with it, and had good results with both sets. You can get the kit. I think it's $40 on their website. Well worth it. If for whatever reason this doesn't take out the haziness or yellowness that you have, you probably need to go to wet sanding. But I haven't had to do that yet since I've got this kit. So we'll get going on it. We'll start. Like I said, I've already masked it off, so I've cleaned it off as well. So I'm going to get the drill out, get the bit and the drill, and attach the microfiber pad and start with the microfiber pad and the blue heavy correcting compound. So let's see what happens. Alright, so in prepping the drill, put the backing plate on there, and then here's the microfiber pad. It lines up pretty well, but you want to get on there kind of as centered as possible. Doesn't have to be perfect, but that's pretty good right there. So, and then all you don't need a ton of this stuff. In fact, that's one thing I was going to say beforehand, but with the 2 sets of lights I've done, well, it's going to be 2 here after this, I still have a ton of this polish left. I mean, I don't know how many sets of headlights this kit's supposed to be able to do, but I mean safely, I think you can do at least 4 or 5. So you get a lot of yield out of this kit, which is awesome. So, like I said, you should only have to do 4 or 5 drops of this stuff, and that should be it. So you got 4 or 5 drops of this on the microfiber pad, 4 or 5 drops on the blue pad, and then you'll have 4 or 5 drops of the finishing polish on the white pad. So obviously you're going to run out of this probably quicker than the finishing polish, but you can always get more on the Adams website. So that's the other nice thing too. They sell all of this individually if you want. So once you got your first kit, and as long as your backing plate's not damaged, I mean, heck, you can just replace the individual pads or the compounds that you run out of, and of course you can always buy microfiber towels. So Pretty awesome kit. I think for the foreseeable future I'm not going to be switching out. So alright, let's get going now. Alright, there's the 5 drops I put on there. It's pretty much all you should need, and this is already primed, by the way, because I've already done the other light with this pad. Sometimes you want to make sure you get the polish in there really good, mix it all in the fibers and everything. So this polish, or this pad's already primed with the compound, so we're good to go. Alright, this is the results right after I've only done the microfiber pad and the compound. It's already a million times better here. You can still see I haven't wiped the compound off. I don't know if it'll show up on camera, but it's got some haziness to it, but that's just compound sitting on there. I personally, between the microfiber step and then the blue pad step, I don't wipe it. There's kind of no point, in my opinion. All you're doing is putting more compound on it, so I leave it as is. After I'm done with the microfiber pad, I'm going to switch it out to the blue one, put a few drops on that, and you can see back here, you can see all the yellowness that came out of the headlight and onto this pad. And that's another thing to kind of note. Take like an air compressor, a blower nozzle or something, and blow all this out. You'll get more life out of your pad if you keep it clean. If you let it sit there like this, you know, it's not going to last real long. But if you want to get the most yield out of this stuff, you know, you want to keep this stuff clean. So I'll clean that pad, put the blue one on, and do that step next. And here you can see the pad's all cleaned up. Not perfect, but it's definitely good for more use. And then I've got the blue pad ready to go. I'm going to stick this on the backing plate and polish with the blue pad next. By the way, something to note, in order to, if you just put the pad on there and just spin the drill, you might get some sling and the compound might go everywhere. So what you want to do is kind of spread that. All you do is just, I mean, all I do anyway, is just dab it around so it's spread all along the light. And then as I go and make my first pass around the light, just go nice and slow. And I go up and down all the way, and then I go either from bottom up, it doesn't matter, but from side to side. And just do that a few times until it starts clearing up and looks good. And use just moderate pressure. You don't need to, you know, lay into it and put all your body weight into it. But if I had to guess, you know, 5 pounds of pressure or something is all I'm putting behind this thing. You know, I just put my hand on the back of the drill here and just kind of lean into it just a little bit, enough to you know, really get that haziness off there. So alright, well, let's see what it looks like after this step. Alright, this is after step 2 with the blue pad. It's looking really good. And then the finishing polish, I'm going to do that next. And that's the white pad with the white polish. And it'll probably look about the same, I'm guessing, because I mean, it looks really good right now. And then I guess I'll get that done and go from there. Alright, one thing I was going to note, between the compound and the finishing polish steps, I do wipe it down completely. I get all that compound off of there, and just so that the finishing compound or the finishing polish should be able to do the job. And then one other thing to note, you know, you should be able to keep this pad halfway clean though, if you do the first 2 steps right. Just because the majority of the haziness and the oxidation and the crap that's on your lights should clean off with those first 2 steps. So I do the exact same thing with this, as far as I go around the light and dab it all around, spread it good, and then I'll go through the same step. I just go side to side, and just for some reason I'm working from the bottom up. You can start from the top, bottom, whatever. Just make sure you cover the whole light good, and then that'll be almost done. There's one final step. I'm going to put some sealant on this, some paint sealant. once everything's cleaned off, and then also in there the detail spray, but put some sealant on there to help protect it from future oxidation and discoloration and whatnot. So alright, well, we'll see what the finished product here is here in a second. Alright, polishing is done. There's still, the polish is still on there, but this is where I spray the detail spray. Just a couple sprays, don't need to go overboard, you're just wasting product at that point. But a couple sprays, and then just go across the light here. That's pretty much the finished product. There's a couple, again, same thing, there's some rock chips and things in there. Not going to do much about that, but this will definitely help see better at night. I mean, it's so much better. And there it is, 100% finished product. I've already put the sealant on, let it sit for a while till it hazed up, and should protect this light for 6 months to a year from any kind of discoloration. But yep, worth the $40 for sure. Even just doing your own headlights. I mean, you could even charge, friends $20 or something, and probably make money on the whole thing for sure. So like I said, this kit gets an A+ from me. I've used a couple of the store-bought kits, and haven't had the results like I have with this kit for sure. So if you have some haziness, can't see at night, definitely pick this up on Adam's website. Alright, well, thanks for watching, and if this helped you out, give the video a thumbs up, subscribe if you want to. I'm always posting random car videos and things, so thanks for watching.